Welcome to Nick D's Garage. Today we'll be changing the oil on a 2008 Honda Fit. Here's a few things you're going to need to complete this job. Jack stands, funnel, 17mm open-ended wrench, drain pan, oil, channel locks if the filter doesn't come off, a jack. Let's go. There is a pinch weld that runs down the sides of these little Honda Fits where it's pretty safe to jack on. And there are actually 4 lift points, basically right behind the front tires and right in front of the rear tires. You can see me sliding in the jack stand. I decided to do a voiceover because everybody was mowing their lawns today, so I'll try not to talk too much. I'm not much of a talker. But here I am lifting up this side of the vehicle on that pinch weld. These cars are kind of funny when you jack them up. Very rigid. For the record, I have the e-brake cranked down. Little struggle to sneak in the jack stand, but got it. You want to line up the edge of your drain pan a little bit in front of where you're draining the oil from. Also want to use a 17mm wrench or socket. Bam! Lefty loosey. Now, while pushing forward, you turn counterclockwise, and it helps keep the oil drain plug in place and pop it out. Oh, I tried to do a little time lapse of the oil draining out, and it didn't work out perfect, but I think that should be coming up real shortly. There it is. Bam! Fastest oil change ever. Now I'm lining up the front of my drain bucket past my oil filter, so when I remove it, I won't splash as much on the driveway. There is your oil filter. I like to use Honda filters just because I worked for Honda for a long time in the past. And I'm not sure if I got them on Amazon or eBay, but I did buy these by the 6-pack. Spin off that filter. You'll feel it click once, and then it'll be off. Not really click, it's just spinning on the threads. Drain it into your drain bucket like that, and like this. Take a new filter, put some old oil on it. You can use new oil if you're a stickler. Also, after you take off the filter, you want to look to see if the gasket is stuck to the engine, because you don't want that. You do not want a double gasket. Crank it down until it hits the block, and then tighten it very tight. You don't want it coming off or leaking. Grab a new crush washer for your drain plug. Spin your drain plug into your oil pan clockwise. Grab your 17mm wrench. Snug it down and clean it up. Alright, carefully slide out your drain pan. I don't know how many times I thought I was doing it carefully and I just spilled oil all over the place. Take off that oil cap. I probably should have done that sooner, but it doesn't really matter. All the oil still drains out fine. Slap that funnel in there. Get some Mobile 520 fully synthetic. Here it comes. I believe this vehicle takes 3.7 quarts. But these 5-quart mobile jugs will be plenty. I basically end up putting in right around 4 quarts. It's actually 3 right there. Three and a half. Tap that funnel. Put your oil cap back on. Start up the car. Make sure your oil pressure light turns off, just like that did right there. Shut her down. Check the oil. Clean off the dipstick. Place the dipstick back in the engine. Remove the dipstick. Check oil level. It's about a quart low right here. It's hard to tell in this lighting, but please trust me. I'm gonna put some more oil in. Try my best. Add 1 more quart. Shows I have a half a quart left. So it just shows that those 5-quart jugs are not very accurate. You don't have to take my word for it though. You can find out for yourself. Usually as you get closer to being full, you put lesser and lesser amounts in. Keep rechecking. you can barely see is just under the full mark, and that's exactly where I like it to be. Right there. Bam. Take that funnel out, jiggle jiggle. Throw on the oil cap. We're done. Now we are going to reset the oil life. Put the key on the second position. Hit your tripometer until it says oil life percentage, or oil life with a percentage. Push and hold. Then the light will start flashing with a service code. Release the button, press the button again, and hold. Thanks for watching my how to change oil in a Honda Fit. If you found this video helpful, or you liked it, or you didn't like it, let me know. Also, consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up. I gave you several thumbs up throughout the video. Did you catch them? Thanks again. If you want your Honda Fit to last this long, it probably will. If you keep up with the maintenance, it'll last much longer. 100%.